What is up, guys? Welcome to today's video. Hope you guys are all having a great weekend so far. Today's video is going to be an update video on my Tesla Model 3 behind me. I have gotten, this is probably the most requested video in the last couple weeks here. I've gotten a few people wanting to just get a general update on how I'm feeling about my Tesla now that I've owned it for just about 6 months now. So I want to kind of break down the pros, the cons, my favorite things about the car, some things that I think can be changed to make Teslas even better. So sit back, relax, enjoy the video. We're going to start this in the exterior, or at the exterior of the car. I'm going to break down some of my favorite things. The first thing I love about my Tesla is honestly just how it looks. When Teslas first came out, I was not a big fan of them up until probably, I don't know if they changed a whole lot, but the model 2020, 2021 models just look absolutely incredible. I think they might have lowered it a little bit. I love the black accents that they chose to do. This is a recent update, so everything instead of the chrome is now black. One thing I do want to do is actually make this logo black, so that's something I'll probably order online. Everything is stock on here. I will likely, as a reward to myself, maybe at the end of the year as a Christmas present, get some new wheels, because that's the one thing that I dislike about the car. Yes, this is for functionality and efficiency. They have these hubcaps on there, but I do think it'll be worth spending about $1,500 to $2,000 on getting some new wheels. I did add this roof rack. The most recent update was $450 from Tesla, and I installed it myself. Took me literally probably 20 minutes, and I don't know if I'll ever use it, to be honest with you. It's more so just the fact that I think it looks nice. I did do tint all around. I have 50% on the windshield, 5% on the sides. Didn't do anything with the headlights, but looks really nice and sleek. That's pretty much what I wanted to talk about on the outside. My like is just how it looks. The dislike is the hubcaps on there, but they are for efficiency. So let's just give you guys another side look on here. This is the Model 3 standard range, pretty base. The only upgrade I did was the white seats, which is a huge update that I want to talk to you guys about, because a lot of people in my first video were like, stay away from white seats because they will get dirty extremely fast. I have only wiped these down one time in the 6 months of owning it, and they are in pristine condition. They look like they are brand new. I don't have a lot of people sitting back here. Obviously my seat is going to be the dirtiest because I sit in it multiple times a day. You guys might be able to see a little bit of discoloration right here, but once I get a baby wipe to it, it actually cleans up fairly easily. And then the passenger seat as well. Now let's move into the interior of the car. Let's turn off the AC. Let's suffer a little bit. It's currently November in Arizona, and it's still 83 degrees. So moving on to the inside, my favorite part is obviously the white leather. I am so glad that I went through with this and didn't listen to anyone that said go with black. It was an extra $1,000, I believe. So all in on this car, I have a $2,000 state of Oregon tax rebate. So that would bring me down to like total out of pocket on this car $41,500, I believe. They actually did just raise the base model price $2,000. So if you guys bought it before, I want to say October, maybe September of this year, you guys actually got a $2,000 off of what it originally is, or what it is right now. Teslas are so backed up right now. One thing that I also dislike is how long it took for me to get this car, and just not necessarily how long it took, but just the uncertainty of when I was actually going to get it. The delivery date was changing every single day, which was really hard for me to kind of plan things around. I didn't know when I was going to get it. There's trips that I wanted to take with it. I didn't know when I had to be in town, if I didn't want to miss the delivery date because I was out of town, and they were changing it pretty much every day or every other day within weeks of each other. So it was very difficult to actually get an exact date up until about 5 days before. When you actually get the VIN number of your car, you can actually narrow it down to a specific time frame, but that's 5 days before you have to go pick it up or they deliver it to you. I don't know if they're getting better at that. I know that was a problem recently. It's been like a recent problem. I know right now, I think they're like 5 to 6 months backed up as well. So if you order in 2021, I don't think you're going to get your Tesla until mid 2022, at least with the Model 3s. I was honestly personally thinking about buying another Tesla to either rent it out or Turo it and then just resell it down the road, because you can actually, if I were to sell this car right now, I can actually sell it for about $5,000 more. People just don't want to wait for their Tesla to come in. So actually a lot of these used cars, a lot of these used Teslas are actually more expensive than if you were to buy it brand new. You guys can shop on whatever you want to look at, but they're a couple grand more, which is crazy right now, just the demand for Teslas. But yeah, let's go on to the dislikes. That was a little rant right there. Dislikes, sometimes this sunroof can be a little bit annoying depending on where the sun's at. There is sun covers you can buy for $100. I haven't done that yet. I am in Arizona, so a lot of other states won't have that problem. The AC is great. I never have issues with the AC. It's very easy to use. The biggest dislike I have about this car are these freaking turn signals. Oh, sorry. That's actually to put my car in the drive. Turn signals. They're just like, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of them. They're very hard to use, and a couple of my friends that have Teslas said the same thing, so I'm sure a lot of people can relate. It's just a little bit confusing to take them on and off, and like just like that, for example. I think they could be a little bit better, a little bit more user-friendly. I really like the ones that are really like clunky, where you click down and you can actually hear it and physically hear it move. These ones are just a little bit of like a soft touch almost, and it can be annoying at times. The other thing is the new models actually have a camera. It's not focusing right there. If you guys can see that little, I actually put a piece of tape over it and Sharpied over it, but that right there will actually track your vision. So when it's on autopilot or full self-driving, that thing will beep at you every 5 seconds because it knows where your eyes are looking. So if you're on your phone texting or you're looking and talking to your passenger, that thing will continue to beep at you, and it'll force you to touch the wheel to kind of wake up autopilot. So I did tape over it. I don't have any problems right now. Yes, I know I'm going to get comments about you shouldn't do that, it's for safety reasons. I still look at the road the entire time I do autopilot. But yeah, that does beep at you quite a bit. I know a lot of you guys that have new Teslas can probably relate to it. And then the other dislike I have is I currently only have autopilot. I don't have full self-driving. So autopilot only allows me to go 80 miles per hour, which 75% of the time I never actually go over 80 anyways, but on road trips to California, to Arizona, when sometimes I want to go 85, potentially 90, I never really do that. I'm just saying, if you were to go 90, you wouldn't be able to do autopilot. If you want to have autopilot where you don't actually have to steer it and brake and accelerate, you actually have to keep it at 80 miles per hour. So that is a downside. I heard with the software update, they will allow you to go a little bit higher, maybe 90 miles per hour later on. So those are the two biggest dislikes. Everything else is great. Some of my biggest likes about it is this charging. Let me actually show you guys right now. My phone's in my pocket. By the way, the Tesla's so great. You don't actually have to have a key. Everything's done on your phone. So this is actually a charger right here, and you can charge 2 phones at a time, which is great. It's not the fastest charger. It is a little bit slow, but one thing that I did notice is I think there's only one actually like outlet port somewhere. I don't even know where the port is, but it's basically this whole car is cableless. They really want you to utilize that charging port up there. And you do need to find an adapter. I'm sorry, I don't even know where this charging thing is. Anyways, there is one way you can charge with the cable, but you need to buy the adapter for it, I believe. And I haven't done that yet. This is sufficient enough for me, and it's actually a great spot because you can see your phone. Not that you're gonna look at your phone when you're driving, but it's a good spot to like kind of touch if you need to see something on your phone real quick. And then this platform right here is great. You can open the trunk from here. You can lock the car. You can open the frunk, which I never really use at all, but if you need an extra space, it's great. There's only 2 buttons on here. And yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. I guess I'll just talk about my overall feelings after 6 months, which this whole video is supposed to be about. I love this car when I bought it, and I love it more and more every single day. I didn't really get this feeling with my GTS. I have almost more pride and joy in my Tesla than my $90,000 AMG GTS that I sold a couple months ago, even though this is half the price of that car. Something about it, like, it just feels more like mine. I feel like I don't have to stress about anything. There's been no problems. Yes, it's been 6 months. There's no oil changes. There's very little moving parts on this car, so I'm not too stressed about having to fix anything. It saved me within this 6 months at least $2,000 in gas, especially with prices where they're at right now. I haven't been to the gas station in 6 months essentially, so I really don't even know what the gas prices are. It charges at home. It's very cheap to charge as well. I have the $500 adapter. I have the $500 home kit that charges at about 30 to 40 miles per hour, so 6 hours basically gives you a full charge at the house, so I have no issues whatsoever with the range either. It is kind of a pain when you're on road trips. Like, I go to LA quite a bit with this car. I've already done it 3 times in the 6 months. Yes, it takes about an hour longer, but having this on autopilot and kind of being hands-off the entire trip definitely outweighs the extra hour. It's like a completely different stress level. It's a completely different type of drive when you're hands-off. You don't have to stare at the road 24/7 with your vision gets all wonky at night and stuff like that. Like, this Tesla will basically drive to LA for me, so that's another thing that I absolutely love about it. I feel extremely safe in here, and it's more than I could have ever asked for, and this is the base model of the Tesla. Do I have any regrets on not getting anything like the Model Y or the Model S? First of all, I don't think I would be able to validate spending $100,000 on a Tesla right now. The Model S's, I believe, are at like $98,000, which will put you over $100,000 after taxes and all that, and I believe the Model X's are even more. The Model Y's are about $60,000. I just can't validate that. This $43,000 car is like perfect. It's, for me being a real estate agent, it's great. These inner city commutes, I never run out of charge or anything like that, so it's like absolutely perfect for me. If you guys are on the fence about it, I highly, highly recommend it. It will save you a ton of money. I know a lot of people talk about like the savings, but it truly is, like, it'll save you a lot of money going from a gas-powered vehicle to an electric vehicle, especially the Tesla with all these superchargers around, and they're just getting better and better. Yes, this isn't my dream car, but this is the most practical car that I've ever owned. I've owned 2 other cars, so I can't really say much, but most likely I will hold on to this car as a daily driver. Most likely in 5 years from now I will get another Tesla as a daily driver. That doesn't mean this is going to be the only car I own. I do have dreams of getting a supercar one day, Lamborghini potentially, hopefully, if things continue to progress with my career path. So yeah, that's it, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If I missed anything, let me know in the comment section down below. If you guys want any more specific information on something that I talked about, I love to do that as well. But yeah, overall, 10 out of 10 with my Tesla. I hope you guys get one as well if you guys don't already have one. Let me know if you guys have one, if you want one, if you're getting one. That's it. I am a licensed real estate agent out here in Arizona. That's what I do full time. So if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to email me if you guys are interested in buying or investing here in Arizona. Follow me on Instagram. I post on there every single day so you guys can stay way more up to date, and follow me on TikTok as well. Everything's in the description.